And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your San Francisco Giants.
Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Justin Verlander. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
On the ground. Over to Smith. And they get Turner for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And first offering is fouled off. Verlander, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And takes low for ball one. One out, bases empty.
1-1.
Outside low, and that's ball two. There's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the catch for the out. Two down, bases empty. Here comes Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Off the mark there. Ball one. Two outs, bases empty. Just missed.
That missed. That's a
Good
ball.
slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Left-hand batter waits. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2-2's the count.
Two now. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Phillies down in order. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Zach Wheeler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first, here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. That one's in there. That's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Castellanos hauls it in, and there's one away. Now we take a peek at the Giants
second,
lineup.
the designated
With an
hitter,
excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't
Devers.
be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And here is Devers. That clips the zone, and it's 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he chases that one. And there are 2 outs.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and
Batting
out of the
third,
strike zone,
the
but
left
that's one of the
fielder,
hardest
Elliott.
things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Out of here. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Now it's Dominic Smith.
0-1.
Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. That missed by a lot. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Second inning
Leading
set
off for
to go.
Philadelphia,
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Verlander back to work. Verlander, the tall righty, 42 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Verlander winds and deals. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one outside. And that is
One ball, no strikes.
And another ball. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Right through there for a strike. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And we're level. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tied up here in the early going. The other way, Wisely throws to first in time.
Batting seventh, the catcher, JT.
2 outs, base is empty.
Realmuto.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Up the middle. That's a base hit.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Bryson Stott.
So 2 down. Bryson Stott getting ready to hit. Swing and he breaks his bat. Adames settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. All even at 1 apiece. Bottom half of inning number 2. Willie Adames stands in.
Willie Adames.
And fires in a fastball at 95. The shortstop takes the ball. On the outside corner, got him looking. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Mike.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Just
That's the ball
missed.
down.
Man at first, one away. Fought off foul. Next offering upstairs. That clips the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Lee, the base runner at first with one out. Fights it off. He'll see another.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. Back here in San Francisco, on to the 3rd inning at the plate. Brandon Marsh. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Trey Turner now. Grounded out his first time. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Marsh into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. Gets to it, on to first, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting,
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball. It's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Runners on the corners, no outs. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
And now here is Harper. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's under it. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Boom. The next to hit takes ball one.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And now two balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one hooked foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a chopper out to short. Adames the throw to first. That's out number 3. So they strand a pair. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Fastball,
1 ball, 1 strike.
Almost got him there. The 1-1. That one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Wisely.
Wisely, the next Giant to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
1-2.
That misses. 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
We got a full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not
Now
always
batting,
easy laying
the
off a
second
3-2
baseman,
pitch. And I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Fitzgerald.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Outside
Ball.
low, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Out to short, and that one finds its way through. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
This
Johan
game for the
Rojas
Phillies.
into the game now on
playing
defense,
left
but in a strange way.
Number
This is
18.
not a position he's used to playing as far as we know.
Rojas.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. On to second, they get 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Nick Castellanos
Leading
at the
off for
plate now.
Philadelphia, the
He's
right
already
fielder,
homered here
Nick
in this one.
Castellanos.
The pitch.
That's a ball.
Inside,
That's
just
inside.
missed. And there's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the
1-1.
lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
next
Just
for
a simple
Philadelphia,
ground ball
the
the other
left
way.
fielder,
Had
Johan
eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you
Rojas.
need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Go ahead run on base. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. There's the strike. Castellanos aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Now batting, catcher JT Realmuto.
Here comes Real Muto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. This is Bryson's stop. First time up was a pop out. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a foul ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Ground ball to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on.
No,
to first, and he
saved.
beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon.
First and second,
Marsh.
2 outs. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that's a base hit. Castellanos on his way to the plate. The throw's offline. He's safe. They take the
Now
lead.
batting,
It's
the shortstop,
2-1.
Trey.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball. Outside. Hee-haw!
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to
Leading
the
up
ballpark.
for the
Here's
Giants,
Elliot Ramos.
the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
That's off the
No, that's
inside
inside.
corner. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The first baseman,
Dom
number 7,
Smith stands
Dominic
in. 0 for 1 so far.
Smith.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Giants, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. Caught looking his first time up. That one's in there. 0-1. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Here's the pitch to Adames. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Just
Ball.
off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting
2-2.
zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Inside, just missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you
batting,
grind
the
out a
center
hit like
fielder,
that.
Justin
Wasn't able to elevate that
Lee.
one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now Jung-Hoo Lee just missed.
Ball. 1-0.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I think he was
1-1.
sitting off speed there.
That misses.
Ball.
2-1.
2-1.
That's a ball. Went with the
That's a
sweeper.
ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Wheeler with a throw over.
He
Adames
beats the
dives
throw.
back in safely. Three-two. Cut on and lifted in the air. Marsh moves under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. One hit, one left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. Back here at Oracle
Leading off
Park,
for the
top
Phillies,
five,
the
John
designated
Sciambi with
hitter,
Chris
Kyle
Singleton. And leading it
Schwarber.
off, Kyle Schwarber. Verlander back to work. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's Harper
The
now.
first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
Harper in his 13th
Harper.
season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. And that
That's the ball.
misses, and it's 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
The batter, the third baseman,
And
Alec.
here comes Alec Bohm.
Bohm.
Has grounded out a couple of times. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That's off the
No,
mark.
ball.
And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Harper runs. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee in position, and there's 2 down.
the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Out to center. And that is that. One left for Philadelphia. They lead it 2-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Mike Yastrzemski up
the
here.
Right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Outside low, 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
First and second, no outs. Now the third baseman, Brett Wisely, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Just
that's
missed.
outside. Ball.
Yastrzemski on second. Bailey on at first with nobody out. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Banks preparing to come on if needed. Lazar, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
So up next, Tyler Fitzgerald, 1 for 2. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. Fly ball center field. Lee makes the catch, and a quick out, number 1.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And now it's JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped. And it's off the wall, but foul.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The batter, number 5.
Now
Second
it's going to be Bryson Stott.
Stott.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Misses off the inside. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball. Real Muto runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the 6th, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strom, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Kirkering, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And fouled off. That hit him.
Take your base.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, Max Lazar.
Number 60.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
No outs. Runner at first. Elliot Ramos, the next to hit. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, the first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith, the next Giant to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. First and second here, no outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Harper tossed to second, on to first, double play.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Next to hit, Willie Adames. There's the strike. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Hard hit, right side. Stott over to first in time. That's the third out. Inning over. So no runs on no hits, one error, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Brandon Marsh. Number 77 comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Seymour.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work. As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's Turner now. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike one. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
One gone, runner at first. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And it's through for a hit. Throw into third, and he's out.
He's out.
Oh, that was a great throw from right to cut him down, trying to go first to third. It's such an exciting play, and it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach was waving him around. But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play, and right there, it just didn't work out for him.
Here is Bryce Harper. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Lee makes the play, and that is that. Phillies strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The center fielder,
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's high. That's
and that
a ball.
one upstairs, ball one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it remains 2-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Line, and that's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his
right
bat
fielder,
stays in the
number 5.
zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. And he pumps it a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the tying run on at first, here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike two.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And ball
That's a
one.
ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Lee gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's the catcher,
The catcher,
Patrick
number
Bailey.
14.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses.
1-0.
Late on that fastball.
It might be
1
time
ball,
to
1
choke
strike.
up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Matt Strom done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Here's the new
Philadelphia.
pitcher for the Phillies, Orion
Number 50.
Kerkering.
These are the spots
Orion
relievers really
Kerkering.
make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Brett Wisely
Up next
now
for
at the
the
plate.
Giants, the third baseman, Brett Wisely.
And look out,
You hit him.
as that one ran in and got him.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. 1 for 3.
Fitzgerald.
This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
1-0.
And that's down and away. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next
Yeah,
offering
what?
is in for a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. There's the
Rescue.
strike. Got him swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam, clearly he's happy with those results.
Back here at
Leading
Oracle
off for
Park,
Philadelphia,
and now
the
it's
third
Alec
baseman,
Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
And that one is
No, that
inside. Smoked into left, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now batting.
And
right
digging in
fielder,
for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The only adjustment he needs to
ball, no
make
strikes.
is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the...
Runner takes off, tapped softly on the ground, whips it across, and Castellanos is out.
Now batting. Left fielder, Johan Rojas.
Johan Rojas getting ready to hit. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from... Oh, nice stop on a slide. Got him. Nice play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And that drops in for a strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
Back now,
Philadelphia.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of
58.
the eighth, Tanner Banks.
Tanner.
Well, the best relievers
Banks.
love the opportunity to come in and
Leading
protect
up
the tight
for the
lead
Giants,
late in the ball
the
game.
designated hitter,
Some of them are just
Rafael.
wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Devers in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Giants. The left
And
fielder,
up next for
Elliot
San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Line to left. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
Yeah, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on
The first
base.
baseman,
Maybe
number
even
7,
extra bases.
Dominic
No dice, though. A little unlucky
Smith.
on that one.
And here's the first baseman, Dominic Smith. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. That's in there.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
2 outs, runner at first. And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run shot. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tanner Banks out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Joe
number
Ross.
41.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Last chance coming up for the Phillies. All set to start the 9th in this one. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1.
Hard hit left side. Over to Smith. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. One down, Phillies down the run. Gloves it on the dive, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner, known for his late inning heroics. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Swings through that one.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.